So I'm saving up for a nice gold piece. So I've been asked a few questions on saving up for gold or just kind of jumping in, buying silver, what you could afford while it's cheap. And I'm doing a bit of both. I did pick up a decent amount of silver. I'm gonna wait to see what happens with the prices next before I do anything unusual compared to my normal strategy. I was waiting for that price to go back down under the $25 an ounce. That is what's happened, so I took advantage. Now if the price goes down even more, I'm gonna buy more. That's the plan. And I'm pretty happy with it so far. So yeah, this is kind of what I've been doing though. I want to get some gold this year and my plan is to get 1.5 ounces of gold this year. Hopefully I could hit my goals and everything. But right now, I've only got $40 set aside. So that's not going to get me really a whole lot of gold. I'm saving up though. Gold takes time. Everyone stacks at their own pace. There's no rush. There's no rush at all when it comes to stacking. And if you have fear of missing out, you have to really think, do you think tomorrow everything will be somehow different than today? Or do you think it'll be mainly the same old stuff going on and on and on, and over time things change, and everything is happening slowly over time more so than boom, everything's gonna be happening today. We have got all confidence, we have no confidence in the dollar or something like that. So I'm taking the viewpoint of I've got time, I'm not in a rush. I know at first when you think about stacking, I played a little cash up at the beginning, but you really don't need to do that. You could just go at the normal pace, go slow, the tortoise beats the hare every single time. That's just the attitude I've always taken to my finances. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's worked out great for me so far just to be the tortoise and not the hare. I never bought into Tesla, I never bought into Bitcoin. Things like that. I'm not really trying to race in the momentum and when things are shooting up. I try to look for when they're cheap. When things drop back down in price, I try to come up with a plan before I buy at all to start off with, because then that's when you're thinking most reasonable. I thought about my plan stacking silver and gold for quite a while before I actually bought it. I wanted to come up with a solid plan. I wanted to know what I'm going after. I didn't really make many mistakes or anything like that throughout my stacking process because I did the research. I didn't rush. I did play a little catch up, but I didn't go crazy. I kept my savings together. I didn't make it so if something happens to my car, I can't fix it. I can't take care of my son if something happens to him. There's an emergency. That's why I stack gold and silver. If I don't keep those things in mind, what's really the point? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense to me, but so with that being said, all I got right now is really $40 set aside, and that's Canadian, so it's more like $30 American. That's all I have for gold so far this year. I don't have anything set aside, but I am going to be putting another $50 in there, so that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm stacked slow. I'm not going to be the guy who's picking up a 1/4 ounce a month or anything like that. I'm only really trying to get 1.5 ounces of gold this year. So that would be, I'm trying to do 1 ounce every year and get up to whatever age I am. That's kind of what I'm thinking for my gold stack. And then once I get to I'm 25 right now, so if I have 25 ounces, I'm only going to be getting 1 ounce next year. And that's kind of the way I'm doing it. I'm not going overboard. I'm pretty happy with this plan. And I'm pretty happy with... I see silver as very undervalued in comparison to gold. I do see it as a much higher upside, but there's a much lower downside as well. You don't get a higher upside without a lower downside. That's just not the way things work in life. But I'm getting the silver now. While I see it as undervalued in comparison to gold, I'm generally putting a bit more currency into silver than I would gold. And I'm pretty happy about that. So, with that being said though, I'm up to 90 ounces now. I've spent some of the currency I've saved for stacking silver. And yeah, I'm starting to replenish that a bit. If it goes down, I still have some cash to take advantage of it. But I'm really not in a rush, because for me, I want to get some gold. I'm really slowing down on the whole speculation on gold and silver and everything like that. I don't really see gold as speculation, sorry, it's more silver that I see as the speculation. Gold is just storing your wealth. There's not really much gains, there's not really much losses, it's not really speculation. Unless you're speculating this ounce is going to be an ounce of gold in 5 years, that's all it really boils down to me. It kind of works different than every other asset, including silver. Many people think they're basically the same thing, and they are not at all, in my opinion. But I'm going to be just slowly putting some cash aside. I know I bought a decent amount of gold last year, but I've been saving for a while, and I've been taking advantage, everything like that, and I just chose to deploy. But it takes time for me to accumulate gold. It's not cheap. Well, it is cheap, but it's an expensive commodity just in general. You can't just go out and get an ounce of gold. I can silver, but I can't do that with gold. When gold is pricey by design. It's a limited resource, that's why it's money. That's why silver isn't money, in my personal opinion. It has been in the past, but I don't see it as money today. But that's kind of what it boils down to. You don't need to rush into each purchase. You don't need to kind of say, hey, things are going to go up right away. At least that's not in my opinion. I think we got time, and I think that gold is not going to go shooting way up or anything like that. That's just not really how things work. I see gold as something that slowly goes up over time. It can shoot up, but I just don't count on that, and I don't see that as a reason to stack gold, to count on something shooting up so you could sell it for more to someone else later. I'm not putting my money into assets like that where the whole point of buying it is to sell it to some other sucker later on at a higher price. I'll buy a business because it makes me income. I'll do things like that. I'll buy gold to store wealth. I'll buy silver because it's a limited commodity and it's a way to hedge yourself while speculating. There is different aspects to everything. But I'm really kind of going after the gold. I'm going to be setting some cash aside. I'm going to be showing you guys how I am setting the cash aside. Because it's not a rush. Stacking, sometimes you need to get your ducks aligned. You need to get out of debt and everything before you could even consider to start stacking. Many people are in debt right now, and many people are going further into debt. And that's one real big reason why I'm such a huge fan of Pirate Stackers Help 'em 80 Out giveaways. Because they're going to people who could use a helping hand, things like that. And I really respect that. But it kind of sums up my video for the day. Just gonna kind of show you guys how I'm planning on buying gold, how it takes me time, how it's not a rush at all, and how I clearly think we have time before it's gonna go up. Otherwise I'd be putting more into gold before silver if I think, oh, we're gonna have huge inflation coming soon and all that. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I'd like to know all your guys' thoughts. Please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for the 500 subscriber giveaway. There is going to be quite a few fun pieces going in this stack. But yeah, actually I should be adding. Let's throw this piece in here. This isn't a bad piece. So whoever wins will be able to get to choose the number that they want. It's not stamped on the back. That'd be a 1 ounce Troy. Mill stacks, beaver round. Let me know if you do want one. They are definitely for sale, but I want to throw that in the giveaway box. Hope you guys enjoy that piece. Stay positive. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.